A remastered version of Myst is coming to the iOS. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about the old gem of late, Myst. Today's video is brought to you by Clean Router. Find them at the end of the video. Thus, per the headline, a remastered version of Myst is coming to iOS. For those of you that don't know, it's basically the game that frustrated, delighted. For those of you that don't know, it's the game that frustrated and delighted us decades ago, will soon be available for the device in your pocket in remastered three-dimensional glory. Let's jump right in. So the classic puzzle game Myst is celebrating its 30th birthday this year with a new way to play on your iOS device. Myst Mobile is based on the remastered version of the original that's been released for Oculus headsets and PCs over the past few years. It hits mobile devices on February 9th. So just around the corner. The new iOS port will support iPhones and iPads with A12 bionic chipsets and newer, so you can experience the mind-numbing frustration of turning dials and locating switches wherever you take your phone. The compatible iPhones include the XS, XS Max, XR, and newer. The 8th gen iPad, 3rd gen iPad Air, and 5th gen iPad Mini and newer will all be compatible too. Mobile ports of Myst have existed for quite a while at this point. The Masterpiece Edition with point-and-click graphics of the original has been around since the year 2000. Later replaced by realMyst, which included 3D graphics. This latest take on Myst was made for high-resolution screens and built with Unreal Engine, meaning everything's looking a little more photorealistic. So essentially, for those of you that don't know about Myst essentially, or would like to, just right off the bat get a quick idea of what it might be, for if you've played The Witness, if I recall, the puzzle solver on it's the puzzle game released a couple of years ago at this point on the PC primarily. So the Myst is pretty similar to that, and if you like The Witness, you're gonna like the Myst. It's basically hand in hand at this point. The new version will be free to download, and you can play through the game's first location, Myst Island that is, for as long as you want without paying anything. To explore any of the other locations, you'll need to pay up. The full version will cost $14.99. If you were the kind of indoor kid who spent countless hours solving inscrutable puzzles and clicking through the game's location on your parents' PC, then that's a pretty easy $15 to justify spending. But then again, back in those days, if you were around back then, you'd pretty much play anything just for the sake of playing something. And not to say that there weren't some really good hidden gems in there. There absolutely were. But then again, the internet wasn't as common. It wasn't even around for me personally. I got access to the internet way too late. That's what I'd like to think. It would be early, I don't know. But yeah, there were some pretty good games back then, and this game isn't necessarily that old, but it does relate to some of the old games that did come out in that same time frame. And hey, it's really good. Obviously, if it warrants a whole article, a whole video about just the game and the fact that there's a remaster about it, you should definitely consider giving it a shot, just to see how you vibe with it, just to see if you like it. It's supposed to be a super overhaul in terms of visuals because decades ago, and the current remaster that's going to be coming out in the next couple of days, it warrants a drastic visual difference. And yeah, if you like puzzle games, I definitely give this a go, and I reckon this is going to be something right up your alley. But yeah, remasters and remakes have become pretty much a staple of the industry at this point. There's one might say that there's rarely any new games coming out at this point, and it's just the remakes and remasters of the old ones that are coming out, and that's not too far from the actual truth, considering that all of these games are or were heavy hitters, and that's why, you know, they're being brought to the 21st century with that whole detail overhaul. But then again, people should, and by people I mean publishers, gaming companies, they should still come out with new content that's just as enticing every once in a while, you know, just to keep things on the even. But yeah, Myst Remastered, iOS, it's happening. Those are just some of my thoughts on it. Let me know yours down in the comment section below.
Clean Router is the only router you will ever need because it allows parents to easily manage all the devices in their homes and stop internet pornography. It's simple and easy to use, doesn't slow down the internet, and allows you to block pornography, gambling, and anything else that you don't want your kids to see using the 7-layer IntelliFilter. Logs all activities per device. It also allows you to put time restrictions, get email reports, and gives you the ability to block content by keywords and even filters YouTube. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.